again, Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Tulane head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. It's Bates. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. He's got him. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Riley. Snags it and he's open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Running inside, it's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And Boise State, man, it seems like they always find their guy. And Dylan Riley replaces Ashton Genty, and they're going to run the football. Palmer, they make no bones about it. They're a physical run team. They play action off of that, but whoever's at the running back spot is going to get fed.
Yeah, Riley had his big opportunity a year ago, and man, he shined. He averaged almost 6 yards a carry. He was an explosive play waiting to happen, and I think having that year under his belt now has given him so much more confidence going into this season, and he is going to be the focal point, I think, of this Broncos offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Good timing on the quick out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in, a 1st and goal situation.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Tackle on the play at the 22-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Boise State 7, Tulane 0.
First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw it again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's McClure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll send out the kicker here. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tulane. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And he's coming out of the end zone. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Finds his man. It's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Gaines. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Green Wave. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bates. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
He makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The green wave, after doing work through the air, might just go back at it. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to pass. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Safe completion on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Rides to the back. Here's a little room there. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Makes the grab in their space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Tries it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. The run inside, and that ball's on the ground behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
There's a crease. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Takes the handoff. It's McClure. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
We love to talk about receivers having a catch radius. When you make catches like that, one-handed, man, oh man, your quarterback is going to be coming back throwing your way a lot more often.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They want to run it left here. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Broncos. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside. It's McClure. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field. Just enough to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Made a defender miss. Makes the grab and room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready in the back.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown Broncos. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First the defender, able to get his hand on the ball, tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
NKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming up.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Moving out to the right. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Art's going to spin it again. Catch in the middle. It's Ringo. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the
makes the catch, and he's free. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Manning to the air again. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A give to Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And he waltzes in for the...
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Myers on the move. On the left side, here's Coleman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Trying to move them on the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
On third down, here's Brown. Got a little grass. Runs it into the house. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously got... experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Throwing Manning. Got a man. It's Wingo. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Looking to get it in. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how...
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch Madness. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll... Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
He'll keep it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Brown. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
There is a sense of urgency happening right now on defense. Backed up, close to their end zone on that third down. They stop the run. They stuff it. Now setting up fourth.
Quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making adjustments. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Wide out trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the... This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.